All right, boom. Welcome back, YouTube, man. Welcome to another video. It's TC. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get right into it now. In today's video is really for the women, but it's also for the fellas. And y'all tell me if I missed something in this video. So I feel like, man, there's a lot of women in this generation that think that there is just a Superman out there waiting for them. Now, no pun intended, you can live whatever Disney Channel fantasy that you want to live. It's your life to live. I always say I don't judge people on how they want to live their life. But what women need to understand in this generation is that every man is typically the same. Every man comes with some sort of problems. Every relationship you get in, you will get into an argument. We're all in our 20s. All of us are healing from some type of childhood trauma. So everything that our parents did, everybody's parents is some sort of not perfect, especially when it came to handling conflict and however they did things. So with that being said, that's typically how somebody's going to handle things until they heal. Now, should you accept abuse or anything like that? No, but you must understand there's not going to be a Superman. The problems that you had in your last relationship, nine times out of 10, you will encounter the same type of problems in your next relationship, because people are what? A reflection of their patterns. So those are just the type of guys or ladies that you attract. There's no perfect person that's going to match up with you or mesh with you, especially also for the fellas. Like, there's no perfect woman for you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be some type of problem. Now, you can look for different qualities in your partner than what your previous partner had, but there's no perfect partner for you. And I feel like a lot of women, especially in this generation, get into the mindset that they're just going to find Superman, like Dave the Barbarian. They think they can build a nigga. That's not how this works. Everybody is working on different things. Everybody has certain levels of trauma and everything going on in their life. I seen a TikTok earlier. A woman said, I should have stitched it in this video, but a woman was arguing with her boyfriend of 2 years. And what did he say? Guess what he said in the argument on TikTok? She was recording him. He was going on about how her cousin raped her and nutted in her and had a baby. He was going crazy. He was yelling too. And she stayed with him. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you that when she got out of her last relationship, she was comparing this new guy to her ex. Like, he was just peaches and cream. Like, everything was so much better about him. You don't know how people will fully treat you until you've been with them for a long period of time. How somebody treats you after, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 years, that's kind of who they are, until they have reached a point where, especially when they're in their 20s, everybody, until you hit your 30s, that's when you know somebody's not going to change. But while everybody's in their 20s, you still have room to change. 100%. You know, because a lot of people, women are giving, especially of this generation, women are giving men the book, and they're taking advice from their moms who are older and their dads who are older. But one thing about it is, if a man is in his 20s, he definitely still can change. Now, they think that the advice that their parents, sisters, cousins, anybody is giving them is the jazz, but they're giving advice from dating men that are in their age group and not sure. So if a man is in his 20s, he definitely can't change. And if a man is in his 20s, he definitely has room to grow. But women don't like that. Women don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why a lot of guys are shying away, because if we're being honest, I never really heard a woman say what she did bad at the end of a relationship. It's always like the man was the worst person in the world and this and that. And like all the good things he did for her goes down the drain. Excuse me. But I never really seen a woman take accountability after a relationship. Like, this is why I say it's more common for a man to change after a relationship for the better than a woman, because a woman, she has a support group 9 times out of 10 that will tell her, oh, you didn't deserve that. She'll point out all the bad things that the man did, and then they won't know anything that she did, because typically most people have two faces. This is why, me personally, I want everybody to know who I am. This is why I have my social media. This is why I have my YouTube page on my Instagram. I have my everything about me is everywhere, because this is who I am. Like, I think the only negative trait that I took from my pops is, like, I'm gonna say how I feel at the moment, and everybody knows that. Most people know that and understand that about me. You get what I'm saying? Now, I've learned to come about in different ways to not disrespect people. You get what I'm saying? I've been working better at that. But at the end of the day, like, I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, you. If I'm with a woman and you do something crazy, I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel in that moment. If your dad do something crazy, I'm going to tell him exactly how I feel in that moment. Your mom do something crazy, I'm going to tell her exactly how I feel in that moment. So there's nothing anybody can say about me at the end of a relationship that their parents shouldn't believe. Oh, he talked to me like this, or he did this. I definitely did. 100% did that. And I would do it again. Well, not as long as this, I would probably do it in a better way where it's not as disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? But I want you to feel my point that I'm trying to make. You get what I'm saying? But I would do the same way I talk to anybody I'm in a relationship with. I would talk to their parents the same exact way. If they came at me the same way, you get what I'm saying? I'd never have been the type to, that's why I say, like, how they say women smear their ex's name. I don't care, because either you could lie and they believe it, or you could lie and they don't believe it. But guess what? I will never see whoever you're dealing with, like any ex I have, I never will see them again, or I never have seen them again. Like I had 4 exes when I was in my, like, from 20 to 23. Like I had like 4, well, not 23. I was in a relationship, but I have two exes in my lifetime when I was younger, right? One when I was 20 and one when I was 19. Both of them, when we got done talking, since I was moving, coming into the military and whatnot, I was moving. I never seen them again, never talked to them again. So anything that they told anybody about me, it don't matter if they believed it or not. You get what I'm saying? And this is why I say, back to my point, most times women move on thinking, okay, this next guy don't do that. But what women are attracted to, the hood guys, probably is going to do them worse. You get what I'm saying? And one thing I'm not saying is like I would get in a relationship and just disrespect. I feel like I treated a lot of my relationships that I was in very good, until it was like, okay, sometimes it might be the way that I talk, but I took one thing about me in relationships, I always take accountability for the things that I did wrong. Most women that I've been with, they never took accountability for nothing that they did wrong. It was like pulling teeth to get them to admit anything that they did wrong. This is why I say when a man gets out of a relationship, at least for me, it gave me time to reflect, like, okay, man, maybe this ain't the right way to go about this. Maybe this ain't the right way to go about this, because at the end of the day, we're all still learning, and people don't get that. And especially women don't get that, because women try to hold, and they want a man to be perfect. And then they go man to man to man to man to man. And then when they get about 30, where all the good man at? That's what they like to scream. Where all the good man at? Women don't realize that most men that you get with is going to cheat on you. That's just a fact. Women don't realize that, you know what I'm saying? Most men gonna give you the same lines until you get with a man that has grown out of his cheating. Like me, I'm 28 now. What is it gonna benefit me to cheat? Some men never grow out of their cheating. My pops got a friend right now. They in their 50s. That man be cheating on his wife all the time, literally, and buying her a lot of expensive stuff right after. Now, is he right or wrong? That's up to God. I'm not judging nobody. Live your life how you see fit. But at the end of the day, some men never grow out of cheating. You know what I'm saying? So, especially like how women are choosing to go about the dating market, right? Because listen, if you're a woman watching this, you are dating, right, for looks, right? Be honest. If you leave somebody, you want to level up, right? You want to get somebody that looks better than him. So if your ex was cheating on you and he looked this way, what you think the next dude gonna do? Oh, let me guess. Oh, he's gonna be more disciplined, right? Oh, my new dude's gonna be more disciplined, right? If he's in his 20s, 9 times out of 10, a lot of guys in their 20s are not gonna be disciplined, because a lot of guys can't. It's not even about the temptation. It's just most men, we're not naturally monogamous. Look into the history. Go take a deep dive into the history. You women think y'all could gaslight a man in every situation when it comes to dating, right? Oh, he can't keep his meat in his pants. His soulmate must be a man. There's no way that you could gaslight a man into not sleeping with women. Okay? There's no way that you could gaslight a man into, just because he wants to explore other women. I say this in a couple of my videos, but you got to understand, most men don't get a lot of women until they reach a certain level of life. And for a lot of men, it's in their 30s. For most men, you know, right now, it's now. You get what I'm saying? Most times it'd be now. It's like 24 to 27, 28. You get what I'm saying? A lot of men are getting more successful because they're understanding the game and applying it. But a lot of guys don't have that experience. So you continue going for these guys and you dating for looks. You want your new dude to look better. What is that going to lead to? The same outcome most of the time. And then if you have to understand the dating market and there's a lot of weird people in the world. I'm going to keep it hot with you. So you got to think it's predators out here. It's rapists. It's murderers, killers, men who hit women, men who do this, men who do that. 9 times out of 10, if you assess the man that you're with, you probably have a solid guy. The only time I think a woman should leave a relationship, obviously, if you fall out of love and then you think that if the dude is hitting you physically, mentally abusing you, any of that, but also you have to assess yourself as a woman and say, is there anything that I did wrong in this relationship? And most women can't sit back and say I did anything wrong. They're going to say, oh, I was good to you. I did this. I did that. 9 times out of 10, they don't even realize that only thing that they claim. Most women claim that they loyal, right? That's the only thing that they claim they do good in a relationship. And then you get to the end of the relationship and realize they start to air out their business and they wasn't even loyal. Most women, y'all not good people either, but y'all steady bashing the men that y'all was with. Now, me personally, I can't say that anybody who I was with is a bad person. Like I say, I always say it was good until it wasn't. Because that's, to me, like I said in my recent video, that's what it was. I don't have to bash them to anybody because nobody cares about them that I mess with. You get what I'm saying? Why would I bash you to my family? They don't care like what you got going on. Why would I bash you to a new girl that I'm messing with? They don't even know you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I always found it very funny how these things work out. And I feel like this stuff is not going to stop because the grass is greener on the other side method. And what I need you women to understand that everybody in this world has problems. I'm not saying stay if you're getting abused, but you need to understand that you need to also hold yourself accountable and see what have you done wrong in your relationship. What can you improve about yourself because you're not perfect. And that's why a lot of women go after a relationship and they decline because let me tell you, they cannot hold themselves accountable. They run from their problems. They run from everything in life. So look, as far as men, they can look themselves in the mirror and say, look, maybe I wasn't the best in this relationship. Maybe I did this, that, and the third wrong. This is what I can improve in my next relationship. Let's go ahead and try to start dating and see what I can improve on. But for the most part, most men after a long-term relationship, they decide, okay, I'm going to take maybe a year to focus on myself, improve myself, see where I can be within the next year to be better for myself. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what a lot of women need to do too. But what do women do? They go relationship to relationship thinking, I don't have to do any work on myself because I was never the problem. A lot of times women can be the problem. But they go relationship to relationship thinking, whatever, it's the man's fault. He's supposed to do this. The man's supposed to make me happy when they're not happy internally. So the message for this video, ladies, gentlemen, mainly the ladies, be cognizant of your actions as well in a relationship and begin to hold yourself accountable for your actions at the end of a relationship so you can change for the better and not just go relationship to relationship thinking that the man was the only problem. Because the longer that you continue to do this, the longer that you're going to run away from yourself and or run away from conflict, and you're not going to become a better person because of it. Blaming just because you can get your family to agree with you, you know what I'm saying, because of the things you might make up or the messages you may show them about how your partner used to do you, does not make you right, because you're not showing them what you did. You're only showing them the narrative that will make you seem like the victim. The grass is only greener where you water it. And this is why most men win and break us, because they actually change for the better. And then they wish the woman the best, the absolute best. And the woman wishes hell for the man. But you can't wish hell for somebody who is protected. But that's the end of this video, man. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when this video dropping. We gonna be gone. We gonna be gone. We gonna be gone.